Hey y'all, this is Real Talk with Lisa and XB, and we are bringing you our holiday episode number 2.
Holiday episode number 2. What's up, guys? XB here, your resident guy with a tie. So, what Lisa said was correct. We are having our holiday episode this week, and we're going to be talking about some holiday topics and some just weird, uplifting news stories. Last podcast was kind of a downer, the first half of it, after listening to it. That will actually be, that's probably already out by the time this is airing. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. If you continue to enjoy these podcasts and us filming them, just please let us know, whether it be on our social media or on my YouTube channel, which is Guy with the Tie Reviews, on Lisa's Facebook social media, which is Simple Life with Lisa, correct?
Yep, with Lisa, and on Instagram, The Simple Life with Lisa also.
Correct. And my Instagram is at xb_skaggs. So check that out as well.
Okay, so
So
if we're getting technical, it's at the underscore simple underscore life underscore with underscore Lisa on Instagram.
that was quite a mouthful.
It's easier to write than it is to say.
Oh, geez. I'm sorry. I'm making all kinds of noise. Yeah.
All right, so let's start this episode with, hey, XB, what kind of music do elves like?
I would imagine that they like Christmas music, Lisa.
Rap music. Get it? Rap music.
Dun dun dun. Hey,
Hey,
I'm
it's
supposed
our
to be telling the
holiday
dad
episode.
jokes around here, okay?
It's the holiday episode. Come on.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah. All right. I have another one, but I'll save it for later in the episode.
Okay. All right, so what you got for us today?
All right. So here is a fun little holiday story out of Portsmouth, Ohio. So every year, the town, they get together at a little thing called Winterfest, which sounds kind of fun. It seems like a small little town. And what they do is the town gathers to wrap Christmas presents.
The whole
And,
town.
well, not the whole town, but, a majority of the town.
Oh, okay.
So they wanted to break the Guinness World Record for people simultaneously wrapping Christmas presents. Previous world record was 872 people simultaneously wrapping Christmas presents. Well, they were expecting between 900 and 950 people. And they actually had 1,482 people gathered together to wrap Christmas presents simultaneously, breaking the Guinness's World Record.
Whoa. That is a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
That's a lot of gifts, too. I wonder what all those gifts were.
Yeah, and that, I wonder if they were. The story didn't have a lot more details, but I wonder if it was like Toys for Tots or something
that
like
would be
that.
good. I'd hope
That
so.
would be, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but imagine how much fun that would be. Just getting together with a bunch of people, listening to Christmas music, and wrapping Christmas presents.
And not just a bunch of people. 1,482 people.
Yeah, I love Christmas presents. I love wrapping Christmas presents because I love making them all pretty and, putting big bows on them and wrapping them up. And I like nice presents under the tree.
Right. So.
Not just.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying, not just like wrapped up and thrown under the tree.
Right. So do you, I'm not that great at wrapping presents, unless it's like a square box, and even then, I still kind of suck at it. But I'd rather much put it in a bag or something than have to try to wrap it. But
I believe that the gift bag was invented by a man
it
who
probably
couldn't wrap a present.
it probably was. Let me put it that way. It was probably
Yep.
my great grandfather.
Yep. Some of those boxes can be kind of tricky. Like, I remember when my kids were little, like, some of the dolls they would get would come in these crazy, weird, like ovally boxes, and we would be really trying to, wrap them, and eventually we'd just roll it in the paper.
just
I
just
know.
roll it. Just
Yeah.
yeah. And then tie like some string around the top and
Call it a day.
call it a day.
Yep.
Call it a
Yep.
day. Okay, well that was fun. So 1,482 people. I get like flabbergasted when like 100 people get together. I can't even imagine what 1,482 people would look like all wrapping presents at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Imagine how big the community center had to be to house that many people.
Well, not just the community center too, but think of all the wrapping paper that went unused, and I mean the trash, and I don't know. That's a lot. It's a lot of people. But hey, they broke the Guinness World Record, so that's all that matters, right?
Yep. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. I'd love to have a Christmas wrapping party.
Right, right. What is your favorite thing about the Christmas or holiday for people who don't celebrate Christmas? Uh, what's your favorite thing about the holidays?
I love giving gifts to other people. Like, I'm the queen of last minute shopping because if I buy it too early, you're getting an early Christmas present. Then, you know, 9 times out of 10, you're getting another present on Christmas morning.
Right.
So when my kids were little, I never shopped before. Usually I was shopping the 23rd and the 24th.
Oh my
We're like
goodness.
mad dasher days, like getting all the shopping done in those 2 days, crashing. Now that I have grandkids, I try and get it done a little earlier. I do a lot of online shopping.
Yes.
Yeah, so kind of crazy.
Yeah. I've actually got all my shopping done. I'm I'm done. So, it's I I've done both. I've gone till the very last possible second, and then I've also, like this year, I tried to get it done as early as possible. So, I wouldn't say for me. I mean, yes, sure, giving back is definitely a very good thing. But I just love the wholeness of the holiday season, the Christmas season, and it invokes, childhood memories of mine, from when I was a kid, and not just getting presents, but just being around family, and just I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain. Like a lot of people have different triggers, but I don't know, just seeing the lights and decorations and just people just being nice to each other. I mean, it's a really good time of year. It really is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. What are some Christmas traditions that you grew up doing?
Definitely. Well, we would decorate the house the day after. Usually, get the Christmas decorations down the day after Christmas. I'm sorry, of Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
and we would decorate. And my mom used to love to go all out. I mean, we have. It looked like Disneyland in our house. I mean, we had little animatronic things moving all over the place, and it was pretty crazy. But I gotta say, just we would always they would always try to one up each other as far as like the Santa thing. So one year they actually hired an actor to come to the house to be Santa. Like it was a hire a Santa person or something like that. My mom still claims she doesn't know who the heck that was, but I mean, obviously, if they didn't know strangers coming
It
to the
was
house,
Santa.
it must have been.
It had to be Santa. Yeah.
And he told me that reindeer actually like leftover spaghetti, and that's what you should leave out for the reindeer.
Oh. So I'm guessing you would throw the leftover spaghetti all over your front yard to make sure that Rudolph had something to eat?
No, just leave it on a plate usually. But a lot of people don't actually think about the reindeer, and people just used to leave milk and cookies for Santa, but people need to start thinking about more about the reindeer. And tradition that I started with my daughter was leaving out little carrots for the reindeer. Because you gotta think about them too. They're pulling the sleigh.
Yeah, yeah. We used to leave out oats for the reindeers.
Oats.
These little baggies of oats for the reindeers. Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. When I was growing up, every year it was the same thing. Going to my grandma's house on Christmas Eve, and the whole family would get together. It was the one day of the year that everybody was together, and like even if we all didn't get along, we all were getting along on Christmas Eve for Grandma, and that was pretty cool. I have such wonderful memories of decorating the Christmas tree, and my grandma was kind of a nut for Christmas. Her house definitely looked like Santa Claus threw up in her house because she had, let's see, she had 1, 2, 3, 4. She had 5 Christmas trees. They weren't all like great big Christmas trees, but she had 5 trees that she decorated. And
wow.
She decorated the banister to her stairs and every window, and I mean the kitchen, like she went all out. She would put her daily dishes away, and she would get the Christmas dishes out that had like the Christmas tree on them, and we would put the tree up the day after Halloween. The tree went up.
Halloween.
Yeah, my grandma had a amazing Christmas tree, and the way that her house sat was she had this huge window right at the front of her house, and she would put the tree right in front of it. And it was a fun day.
Yeah.
And it was just everybody. I just remember like everybody got along and everybody had such a wonderful time. And we haven't had a Christmas Eve like that since my grandma passed away.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
2008. So I think the last family Christmas that we had where, everybody gathered together would have been 2006. Yeah, 2006.
Wow. That was a year after I graduated high school.
That's funny. Makes me feel old.
Sorry.
Yeah, so, we've done things, since then. Like we get together. It's just never been the same since my grandma passed away. Yeah. She was kind of the glue that held the family together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So here's kind of a story. It's kind of a funny story, not really a holiday story, but so it kind of makes me chuckle when I read this because it was just such a silly story. So a bus driver is driving her bus, and all of a sudden she is overcome by this chemical smell on her bus, and no idea what the smell is. So she obviously radios in, calls for the emergency services. She evacuates the 30 children off of her bus.
Oh, it was a school bus.
It was a school bus,
Oh.
yes. And so she pulls over, evacuates these children off of her bus. She calls emergency services. The fire department shows up, and they start, looking through the bus, trying to figure out what's going on. They can't figure out what it is. Well, there is the fire chief. He starts questioning the children because typically if something happens all of a sudden and there's a bunch of kids around, somebody did something.
Like a prank or something.
Well, yes. Well, he says as he was interviewing these children, he was able to sniff out the problem.
Wah, wah, wah.
Apparently, one of these children had completely doused their body in Axe body spray. Axe body spray. And that was the chemical that, was overpowering everybody on the bus. They said that several children were treated for irritation, like in their lungs.
Over Axe body spray?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the fire chief, he said that in his 33-year career that this is the first incident that he had to come out for a Axe body spray chemical overdose.
A chemical overdose.
How funny. But so I guess after reading this story and doing a little bit, more digging on it, I guess that it's something that kids are doing now. Like they're like dousing each other in Axe body spray. Like, shh. Crazy.
I mean, I don't know what these kids are up to nowadays. That is crazy, though.
I know. Yeah. I mean, I can't say that it stinks because it smells good. I like the smell of Axe body spray, but, it's crazy.
Yeah, definitely crazy.
If it was my son used to wear a lot of Axe body spray, and I finally had to tell him, look, dude, chill out on that. Girls don't like guys that, reek of man perfume.
Right. One spray is enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have a story. It's not a holiday story or anything, but kind of a news story, and pretty brief. It's not drawn out or anything. But this lady heard that canola oil, cooking oil, was actually good for your skin. So she decided to take a bath in the cooking oil, not just the oil, but she had water and she poured a bunch of oil in the water, and after she got done bathing around in this oil, she, drains the water, whatever. Well, the tub had become so slippery and her body and skin was so slippery that she couldn't get out of the tub and had to call for help and call the fire department to help her get out of the tub because she was so slippery. And then it was literally the whole tub was lubricated because of the oil and everything. I would say this is PG-13. Yeah. Are we, why, was that story too bad? We'll say it, and then if we think later on, we'll cut it out.
This guy that I had dated, and many, 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 many years ago, I think I was 19.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
had decided, Yep, yesterday. We were experimenting with different oils, and we used baby oil and we used cooking oil, and not like crazy anything, but just we used these different oils, like we like rubbed them all over ourselves. And well, he was working construction, and so he went to work the next day and not thinking anything about this, ends up with like second degree burns on his back from the oil that had soaked in his skin. It was like he was cooking himself in the oil.
Oh my god.
Or in the sun. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I didn't even think of that.
I would just remember like I remember like his skin was so like he was so burned, and he had these huge blisters, and then like when like it would peel off, and it was like peeling off like in like big sheets. It was so gross. So gross. Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, that just goes to show you, kids, don't get all oiled up and then go out in the sun.
Take a shower first.
The more you know. Wow.
Yeah, funny. Yeah.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah, it was funny. I haven't thought about that in 20 years.
Jesus.
But I can't imagine taking a bath in oil. Like, come on. I'm going to go fill my tub up with some Crisco and roll around in it.
Yeah. That's what she did, though.
Well, at least it wasn't peanut oil, and she wasn't allergic to it.
Because then she would have...
That could have been really bad. She'd have swelled everywhere.
Oh,
everywhere.
Yeah, like, everywhere. In places you don't want to swell.
Right?
Oh.
I didn't even know I could hurt there. Sorry.
Like under your armpit, like you don't want anything there.
I know, right? What about like in between your toes?
Ugh.
Can you imagine like if it was sore? Like I've worn flip-flops before that hurt in between my toes. I couldn't imagine having some type of irritation from a chemical. Like a chemical irritation.
No way. No, thank you.
I wonder if she got it in her hair. Imagine trying to get that out of your hair.
I don't know. The story didn't say. I would assume, I would hope. I mean, she's not a very smart person, but I would hope that she would at least put her hair in a bun or, you know, in a...
She looked like an oil slick afterwards.
Yeah, because that'd be really hard to get out.
Dawn dish soap.
Yeah.
That will cut any grease anywhere.
Dawn, cutting any grease while you're bathing in oil. Sponsor us, Dawn.
Well, you remember when the Exxon Valdez had that huge oil spill?
Yeah.
And all of the birds and the penguins and everybody.
They used it to do that.
They used Dawn dish soap.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why when you go to the store and you see the little bottles of Dawn and they have the little birds on them, it's because it's gentle enough for birds.
Didn't even
Baby birds.
That. Wow.
I'm looking for that Central Perk sign on your wall, and I don't think it's there. Oh, there it is.
I can't see it, but...
I love that sign.
You can't have it. It's mine.
I don't want it. I'll buy my own.
I don't care. I can't even remember where I got it, actually.
Mine'll be better.
Oh, you know where I got it? I got it at Hobby Lobby.
Oh, really? Oh, you know, Hobby Lobby's coming to my town.
Oh, is it really? Oh, it's not. You don't have one?
Uh-huh. Well, we have one in Tacoma, but that's like a 40-minute drive, so yeah.
Well, then as soon as it comes there, just go and look for the sign.
I know. I wonder if I could order it online.
Probably could.
Probably.
But it didn't come in that frame. I framed that.
That's fine. See, like I said, mine will be better because it'll be a different frame.
Oh, you actually get the little frame that was around their people and put it in that kind of frame. You know, the frame that was on their door around the little people and friends.
Oh, yes, yes. That's awesome.
Yeah. You can get that frame.
Wouldn't that be so cool? Like, it was gold. It was gold on their purple door.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't gold. It
Yeah.
was like a yellowish. I guess it kind of was gold.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. But I make it a point I don't buy myself anything during the holidays.
Oh, I did. I bought myself a new microphone rig.
Well, I'm waiting for my microphone to come. My microphone is coming from the manufacturer. It's I think it's coming from like China.
Hmm.
I know, right?
You didn't get it from Wish now, did you?
No, so what happened? What funny story is I've been planning to start this podcast for over a year, and I bought all of my equipment over a year ago, like in September of last
Wow.
year, October of last year, and I never plugged my microphone in. And so when I went to plug it in, it wouldn't work. I couldn't get it to work. So I contacted the company, and the company has a 12-month money back guarantee for any issue. And so I just emailed them, their customer service, asked them, what the problem was, because it said online that you may have to download a driver. And so went on their website to download the driver, and no drivers at all. So I emailed him, asked him about the drivers. They asked me just for a proof of purchase, which I sent them a, screenshot of my Amazon. And they emailed me back and said that model's unavailable and that they were going to send me a new one. A newer model, which I'm totally fine with. Yeah.
So you're getting that, and that should be hopefully by the next podcast.
Oh, fingers crossed. It's coming from China. I think that China uses snail mail. I don't think that they use any kind of like massive.
Where did you get the microphone to begin with?
Amazon.
What brand is it?
Yeah. I think it's called Mayona. Yeah, Maona. Moana. No, it's not Moana. It's Mayona.
Moana.
I remember thinking, oh, this is not Moana.
Yeah.
Because when I was looking at it, I was thinking Moana, but it's not. It's Mayona.
Mayona.
So.
Well, if you want a microphone, don't get Moana. Marijuana. Marijuana.
Yeah, right? Yes, if you get marijuana, you may never have the what is it, motivation to do anything other than sit on your couch and eat a bag of chips.
Never.
Oh my gosh, last night I was watching Mom.
Oh yeah.
And I just love that show. And it's the one where Bonnie is, her and Adam are dating, and she steals a bag of artisan cookies from his house. And her and Christy eat one, not realizing that they're pot cookies.
Oh my goodness.
And oh yeah, it was hilarious. It was hilarious because then they give one to Jill and Wendy, and all four of them are like totally just like twacked out of their mind. It was so funny. You have any New Year's plans?
So I'm going back to Louisiana for New Year's, where my parents live, and I'm going to be spending the New Year's with them.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
That sounds super fun. My cousin is in um, New Orleans right now. She just moved to a part of Texas that's very close to New Orleans, and they spend lots of time there. So they love it. Yeah, so I'm excited for her.
Yeah, if you were, let's see, the closest Texas is probably about a 2-3 hour drive from Texas to New Orleans, depending on where you're at in Texas.
Yeah, I think pretty sure she said it's about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
Which is cool since it's probably like a 22-hour drive for me.
Longer than that.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I drove from California to Louisiana, it took me 3.5 days to get there. But I stopped. I only drove for no longer than like 10, 11 hours, and then I would stop because I had my daughter, I had my nephew, and so we had to stop. I couldn't drive all longer than that. Plus, I'd start getting tired. So, but I mean, if you had 2 or 3 adults and who could drive, you could just keep going without stopping, except for like gas and bathroom breaks. You could probably just keep going. You could probably do it in less than 2 days, probably.
Yeah, my brother and my mom just drove to Texas last month, and it took them 27 hours of driving time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're probably right. It's probably more than 22. Probably more like 32.
Probably. Which is how old I am. Hey.
Hey. You're just a baby. Holy smokes.
Oh, that's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to be 32 again. Yeah.
I may be 32, and I may look like I'm 28, but I feel like I'm 50.
Fair. I feel like you're 50.
I do.
I feel like I'm 75. 100 years
7,500. Oh, jeez.
Imagine how decrepit you would be at 7,500. You'd be like,
No, I don't want to see how you would look. Have you ever seen Game of Thrones?
yes.
That when the lady, when she takes off her necklace and she's just that old thing with the saggy boobs and she's just standing there. That's what you'd look like at 7,500 years old.
Maybe even worse than that.
Maybe.
You'd have like wrinkles on top of wrinkles on top of wrinkles on top of wrinkles. It'd look like the Crypt Keeper. I'm the Crypt Keeper.
I mean, probably. I mean, let's just put aside all the facts that, your body would not be able to last that long.
That is true.
But, I mean, there's mummies that look, have been very well preserved that are older than 7,500 years, so.
You'd done be decomposed by that point.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be decomposing while you're living.
Yeah. Welcome to the Morbid Hour with Lisa and XB.
Just saying. Like, I mean, that's, just saying. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah, so have you seen any good movies lately?
I have not. I'm actually seeing the new Star Wars movie this Friday, which by the time that this comes out, I would have already have seen it. But yeah, on Friday, December 20th, I'll be seeing the new Star Wars movie.
Nice.
Yeah. Pretty excited for that because that's kind of my thing, I'm kind of like the pop culture nerd guy with the tie thing.
Yeah, yeah. We won't judge you for that. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
I really want to see that new one with Nicole Kidman. It's called Bombshell.
I haven't heard of that. What's that about?
It's Nicole Kidman, Charlize Theron, and Margot Robbie.
Oh, love me some Margot Robbie.
Mm-hmm. 3 hot
Oh,
blondes.
yes. Love me some blondes.
I love Nicole Kidman, so really anything with Nicole Kidman, and you don't see Charlize Theron very often anymore.
No, you really don't.
You know who else you don't see anymore? Speaking of hot blondes that you don't see anymore,
Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
I was just
Like,
thinking that.
what's up with
I
her?
don't know. I don't know. But you know who is a hot blonde that's hasn't aged one bit is Jennifer Aniston. She's in her 50s, I think, or she just turned 50 or something, and she looks amazing.
So yes, I do love Jennifer Aniston, and I've been watching The Morning Show. Have you watched The Morning Show?
With Jennifer Aniston?
It's the new Apple TV show.
I don't have Apple TV.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I got it on my Fire Stick.
Oh.
So, but it's with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I did hear about this. Okay, yes. I haven't seen it, but I did hear
And
about it.
it's Steve Carell. And he does not play a funny man in this show. Yeah, it's kind of odd. Like it's the whole Me Too, you know? Steve Carell is a womanizing man who, is accused of these horrible, using women for sex. And Jennifer Aniston is his co-host. Reese Witherspoon is his replacement. And my recommendation is if you can get past the first 2 episodes, it's an awesome show. Awesome. I literally had to push myself through the first 2 because I love Jennifer Aniston so much, and I've seen every movie that she's ever been in. I just pushed through, and I really like it now.
Good.
And then Reese Witherspoon, like, I love Reese Witherspoon. Legally Blonde, Sweet Home Alabama, love her. And then on HBO they did that. It was a 2-season, like, a special, and it had Reese Witherspoon, Meryl Streep, Nicole Kidman. It was called Big Little Lies, and if you've never seen that, that was really good. That was really good. And Reese Witherspoon played a rich bitch, honestly. I mean, she she literally thought her shit didn't stink, And Nicole Kidman played a woman whose husband was abusive to her. Meryl Streep was Nicole Kidman's husband's mom, so Nicole Kidman's mother-in-law. And she was a nasty, evil woman. But it was a good series. I'm actually sad that it's gone, but yeah, it was a good series. Yeah. I love TV. I love shows, movies.
So, there is a Hallmark movie called The Christmas Wish, and it came out, I think, around Thanksgiving, but it focused on a story in Louisiana from the town that I used to live in Louisiana, that my parents still live in, and they even like say the name of the little town on the movie, and basically the premise of the movie is that the town of Ponchatoula, Louisiana, has this little it's like a wishing box or something, and every Christmas everybody puts their Christmas wishes in, and sometimes they actually come true, and then they suggest that it's due to magic or something like that. And I knew a couple people. My mom has a couple of her friends that actually got to be extras in the movie, and so it's kind of cool looking out for them and actually seeing them. One of my mom's neighbors, actually across the street neighbor, she filmed on the movie, and upon first viewing, she's like, "Oh, they cut my scene out. Wasn't in there," but then. I guess she watched it again, and sure enough, they didn't cut it out. She's actually in there. She's in the church scene, I believe. Just in the background. She didn't say anything. You just one of the people that's like in the background. But it's pretty cool that they actually do a lot of filming in Louisiana, New Orleans, and in all these little cities. So, yeah, you would think that that Hollywood would be used to be like the big place where they filmed all the movies and stuff, and there are certain, like, they film in sound stages and stuff, but for the most part, like Atlanta and Pinewood Studios, they the whole show The Walking Dead films in Atlanta. So like, and Louisiana does a lot of filming too, so it's not just Hollywood anymore. The filming and these movies and stuff takes place, could be right around the corner.
Oh yeah, they did. They did a season of Walking Dead here in Bremerton.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. They do a lot of Hallmark movies up here too. Yeah, like Vancouver. Up by Snohomish, they do a lot of them up here. So, yeah,
it's just California is probably so expensive to film because you got to get film permits and stuff, and California is just so expensive that they've now gone to other states that weren't going to charge them as much to do the filming. So that's why Louisiana, Atlanta, Washington, they choose these states because they're cheaper.
Yep, yeah. Yeah, like all of the Aurora Tea Garden from Hallmark is filmed up here.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But in the actual books, it takes place in Georgia.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, why wouldn't
Just
they
go to
film there? But yeah.
Well, through the magic of television, they can make any place look like any other place.
Exactly, right?
So
you got big plans for Christmas?
Nope, I am working at my normal job.
Oh, really?
Because I don't just do YouTube. I actually work.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to spend it in California with my babies, my mom and my babies.
Yeah, you have a new nephew.
I do. Yes, he is. He was a week old on Saturday. Saturday? I think he was a week old on Saturday. Maybe it was Friday. Friday or
One
Saturday.
Of those days.
Yeah.
So that's got to be. Are you gonna? Is he down in California or is he somewhere else?
Yep. He's in California. Yeah. My sister lives right over by my mom, like a block from her. Yeah. So definitely looking forward to that. My grandbaby, she's sick. My daughter texted me last night, and she's running a fever. So hopefully she gets that out of her system before Grandma gets there. Because Grandma don't want no sick babies. Yeah. So yeah, it's always an exciting time when I get to go and hang out with my family. Yeah, they're an exciting bunch of people. Mm-hmm.
Aren't all families?
Oh, yes, yes, they are.
So are you?
But
How long are you staying there?
your family, a week.
Like through New
A
Year's
week.
or?
No, I'll come home before New Year's. So, yeah. I don't want to be traveling on New Year's because last year I was traveling on New Year's and had a really bad experience.
Oh, yes. Let's not replicate that.
Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to a nice, quiet New Year's and healthy. Gonna go into next year with some goals and some plans and some. I hate calling them resolutions because when you make New Year's resolutions, you always seem to break them. Always seem to break them. So.
Yeah.
I
never make any.
Then you can't be disappointed.
I never am. All I know is that the years go by too fast now. The older that you get, the quicker the year goes by.
I know. Last year at this time, I was looking forward to heading out to New York. Well, not New York, but New Jersey, so I could, spend a week with my daughter who lives out there. And now I wish that I was, getting ready to head out back east because I sure love the East Coast.
Yeah, it's really nice out here, especially this time of year.
Mm-hmm. It's so different from the West Coast. So different.
So this is the last year of the teens. So
I know.
Nobody alive right now will probably see the teens again, which is kind of depressing, but it's true.
I know. Yeah.
So gotta make the most of the rest of this year, and then we get into the roaring 20s. My mom's mom, my grandma, she was born in April of 1920, but she passed in 2001. So that's 18 years ago. So she made it up there, 82. But she would have been 100 in a couple months. So
yeah. Well, my great grandma, she is 101.
Wow.
Yep, she lives by herself in Texas.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my parents are back there right now visiting with her, so exciting.
Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully all we can do is hope for a better year if you had a crummy year, and I hope that everyone's Christmas is great and everyone's New Year's is great. Please remember, everyone, don't drink and drive.
Do not drink and drive.
Also, don't drink and play White Elephant. Which is what I did last night. But anyway, yeah, so I think we're going to be wrapping this up. Unless you have something else.
Hey, XB.
What's up, Lisa?
What do you call a snowman with a six-pack?
I don't know. What do you call a snowman with a six-pack?
An abdominal snowman.
Dutch. I'll insert a drums there. Wow.
Oh, man. I told you that there was another corny one.
I didn't.
Told you there was another one.
I forgot until you had just said it.
Well, looks like the next podcast that we will be recording will be probably after the New Year's.
Yep.
And So we're gonna have a little bit of time to think about this. I think maybe we'll talk about resolutions.
Yes, resolutions and
Resolutions that we don't keep.
looking forward to the new year.
Health and fitness. That's always a good topic.
Yes, health and fitness.
I hate fitness, so
oh, me too.
I'm all about fitness donut in my mouth.
Oh
man.
I thought I had crummy dad jokes.
I'm just older than you, therefore I've had longer on this earth to come up with, crazy one-liners. Yeah.
But
anyway,
yes,
just, things to look forward to.
Yes.
Definitely health and fitness, New Year's resolutions, starting everything over again. Like, it's not too late to push reset and start over.
No, it's not.
As far, like not just with your health and with your, with your fitness, but definitely with anything in life. It's never too late to start over, and we're going to tackle some of that come the new year.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like the people have a lot to look forward to.
Okay.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, XB.
Where can people, if they're watching this on YouTube, where can people listen to listen to the podcast going forward?
Going forward, you'll be able to find us on PodBean, and it will be Real Talk with Lisa and XB.
Awesome. Or you can just watch on the YouTube channel. Again, we haven't decided. We probably will decide around the new year if we're actually going to make an actual YouTube channel just for this podcast. But for right now, it's going to be on the Guy with the Ties Reviews YouTube channel, which is my separate YouTube channel that I do. I do real fun unboxings, which I don't have to tell you guys because you're on my channel right now. But yeah, but going forward, we'll decide and we'll let you guys know. But again, check us out also on Facebook, which is going to be Real Talk with Lisa and XB on Facebook, and check out Lisa's Instagram at the_simple_life_with_Lisa, Lisa. Check out my Instagram at XB_Skaggs, Skaggs, and also check out my Facebook, Guy with the Tie Reviews, as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great new year and a great Christmas and holidays and everything. See you guys next time.
Later, guys.